Hey guys, and welcome to my stimulus package update and stimulus check update. Wow, I haven't said those words in so long. I want you guys to know that I missed you more than you missed me, and I'm happy I'm back here for you with another video just to give you my perspective on everything that's been going on.
Moderna CEO Stephanie Bancel, she shared the good news in a recent interview. When asked whether the virus was approaching the final stages of the pandemic, Bancel said, quote, "I think that is a reasonable scenario," end quote. He further explained that the virus is going to stay with humans forever, much like the flu, but, quote, "there is an 80% chance as Omicron evolves, the SARS-CoV-2 virus evolves, we're going to see less and less virulent viruses," end quote. Same with White House Chief Medical Advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci, who said that the full-blown pandemic phase is ending. Just a warning though, Bancel also said that there was a 20% scenario in which a mutation could be more contagious than Omicron. And to add to that, Bill Gates, who predicted this pandemic way back in 2015, said that another pandemic is all about certain. According to Bill Gates, quote, "We'll have another pandemic. It will be a different pathogen next time," end quote. But here's hoping we'll be better prepared next time. He also predicts that a vaccine could come out in months instead of years, like with the pandemic that we're dealing with right now. But here's a clip.
Well, how confident are you that we as a global community will deal with the next pandemic better?
Well, there were a lot of people in 2015 after the Ebola epidemic who were talking about what needed to be done. And in this pandemic, the countries that had some exposure to SARS-CoV-1 were amongst the outliers. So Australia is a true outlier. They orchestrated diagnostics, they executed quarantine policies, and they have a death rate in a different league than the other rich countries. I mean, just utterly different. And everybody had the capability to do that. They, have less PCR machines than other rich countries. It wasn't something, they had more travelers coming in from China than other countries. So hopefully, given the so many negative things, not just the millions of deaths and the economic toll, but the lack of schooling, depression, overdose deaths. I mean, it's hard to make the entire list. As you say, for men, more men died. For women, more women had unacceptable burdens thrust onto them. So the cost of being ready for the next pandemic is not super large. It's not like climate change where, 10 trillion, 20 trillion, these are big numbers. Global surveillance capability would cost like $1 billion a year. The R&D that we need to do to get magic vaccines and diagnostics and therapeutics, that's less than $100 billion over the next decade. So, if we're rational, yes, the next time we'll catch it early, and it won't go global like it did this time.
Hopefully we'll do better with stimulus too. The new push that we're watching now is stimulus through executive action from President Biden. Progressives and advocacy groups are saying President Joe Biden could do so essentially with the flick of his pen. Now, according to Progressive Caucus Chair Pramila Jayapal, quote, "Taking executive action will also make clear to those who hinder Build Back Better that the White House and Democrats will deliver for Americans," end quote. She expounded on the idea in a recent interview saying, quote, "Let's try to get as much done as we can in the next month. And then anything we don't get done, we'll have to look at other options," end quote. That includes, she said, a list of executive actions that mirror some of what is in the legislation. Some ideas up in the air right now: expanding the access of the Affordable Care Act programs, permanently offer free pandemic supplies like rapid tests, and also cancel debt. And I mean all the debt, not just student loans, but also medical debt, maybe even mortgage and rent debt. Comment down below if you'd like to get your car payment debt just wiped out. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she gave President Biden a great place to start. Quote, "One of the single most impactful things President Biden can do is to pursue student loan cancellation. It's entirely within his power," end quote. Now, she further went into saying, quote, "The hesitancy of the Biden administration to pursue student loan cancellation has demoralized a very critical voting bloc that the president, the House, and the Senate need in order to have any chance at preserving any of our majority," end quote. So, the more executive action that Biden gets done, the more of his voters show up in the coming midterm elections. Let's look forward to more updates in my coming videos. 90% of eligible families don't access public benefits. According to this. $60 billion in public assistance goes unclaimed. That's food stamps, healthcare, and federal financial aid for college. How do you make sure you don't miss anything or leave any money on the table, so to speak? Check out this site, Assist Hub. Of course, I'll be sure to leave a link for you guys down in the description of this video, but it's a virtual assistance site that reduces the time and stress that it typically takes to access cash assistance and other financial support. But here's how it works. Assist Hub uses tech to support folks through each and every step of the benefits process. Community members use the website to discover benefits. After asking some basic questions, the tool gives users a personalized checklist of benefit recommendations. Sometimes people are looking for one specific thing, like food assistance or rent relief. The navigator uses questions to understand their circumstances so that, in addition to addressing the immediate need that drove them to Assist Hub, they're also introduced to other relevant resources. At that point, folks are connected to resources to support them through the application process. How-to videos, call scripts, email templates, and more. So the website is assisthub.org, and it says right on the landing page, get your personalized checklist of resources in less than 90 seconds. Some options that they have here: find benefits and get support. The first one gives you a list of the most relevant options available for you, and the second one lets you partner with a coach to file a claim or maintain your benefits. Well, definitely worth checking it out, guys. Again, that's assisthub.org. Also, I'll drop a link to the website in the description down below. Hit me up in the comments and let me know if you're interested in that. All of the latest in guaranteed income, guys, also known as monthly stimulus checks, aka free money. With the local surplus that many states and cities are having, more and more of them are opting to fund guaranteed income programs aiming to help low-income residents in their area. Some of them you don't even have to apply for, they just notify you. But some you have to know about beforehand, so guys, listen up here. Here's your quick list of guaranteed income programs here in the US. Alright, so first up, you got Long Beach, California. So Long Beach is looking for vendors to implement and administer its guaranteed income pilot program. Now, according to this, the city plans to have their programs up and running by this summer. The program will give 250 families in the 90813 zip code $500 per month for 1 year. Now, this 90813 zip code is where the highest concentration of families live in poverty in Long Beach. So Long Beach Mayor Robert Garcia, he said in a statement, quote, "Guaranteed income programs are the future, and I'm glad to see that we are taking this important step forward in getting our pilot program off the ground," end quote. Now, if you're from Long Beach, but not from the 90813 zip code, some good news for you guys too. The city is looking to pursue more funding to expand the program, so don't give up. Your zip code might be next in line for the $500 per month program. Okay, guys, so next up, Philadelphia, the city of Philadelphia. 2 low-income programs coming from Philadelphia right now. They're still being developed, but we have news that one of them scheduled to start in the spring. 2 places you can check out: the Philadelphia Housing Development Corporation with the University of Pennsylvania and the city's Office of Community Empowerment and Opportunity. Now, the first one from the PHDC, this is the one that's closer to launch, and it will focus on housing, meaning those who will be part of the program will be selected from public housing lists. And the other one from the OCEO, that one will draw participants from the JEVS Human Services. So that's the nonprofit that's in charge of the Work Ready program, which helps people receive TANF money, also known as welfare. Okay, next up, we've got Louisville, Kentucky. Applications are now open to the YA LIFT program. Now, this is a pilot program that's targeting young adults ages 18 to 24 in 3 high poverty neighborhoods: California, Russell, and Smoketown. Now, the program will give 150 participants $500 per month for a year, with the goal of relieving financial strains while they pursue higher education, learn a trade, or start a career. And like other guaranteed income programs, there are no restrictions on how the money should be spent. Recipients have full control over spending this money on whatever they need. Now, for the biggest one of them all, New York State is launching the biggest guaranteed income fund program for artists in the US. So the program will offer $1,000 per month to 2,400 artists for 18 months. Tell you what, if I wasn't an artist, I would become one just to get that $1,000 a month. Now, if you're a New York artist, applications are now open through the Creatives Rebuild New York Guaranteed Income Initiative. If you go to their website, there's a pretty wide open definition for artists for the program. Now, it says here, quote, "someone who regularly engages in artistic or cultural practice," end quote. Yep, that's pretty broad. Or circulates in knowledge and resources to their community through their work. Disciplines that qualify include crafts, dance, design, film, literary arts, media arts, music, oral tradition, social practice, and visual arts, but are not limited to those categories. Applications will go until March 25th, so time to get filing, you guys. In addition to that guaranteed income program, CRNY will also be giving jobs to 300 artists working with community-based organizations across the state, which will pay $65,000 per year for 2 years. Just in case you guys were wondering, yes, there are other guaranteed programs for artists in other places. Some that I found are from San Francisco, California, and also St. Paul, Minnesota. Now, something for our seniors in the community. California just okayed a major guaranteed income program for West Hollywood residents who are 50 years old or older. Only 25 people will be be selected at random from the application process, and they will be eligible to receive $1,000 per month for 17 months. So that's $17,000 in free money with no strings attached. Some other California areas on the guaranteed income list, we got Compton sitting at $1,800 every 3 months for 800 participants. Los Angeles, 2 programs. In LA, first, $1,204 a month for 150 people, ages 18 to 24, who are receiving general relief benefits. Second, $1,000 a month for approximately 3,000 residents. Marin County, $1,000 a month for 125 low-income women raising at least 1 child under the age of 18 years old. Oakland, $500 a month for 600 families. Sacramento, $300 a month for 100 residents. South San Francisco, $500 a month for 135 residents. Santa Clara County, up to $1,000 per month for 24 to 2,500 young adults transitioning out of foster care. Civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. was a big supporter of guaranteed income. In a 1967 speech, quote, "Where do we go from here?" given in Atlanta, King said, quote, "The dignity of the individual will flourish when the decisions concerning his life are in his own hands, when he has the assurance that his income is stable and certain, and when he knows that he has the means to seek self-improvement," end quote. And now his hometown is launching a GI program for 650 black women in the neighborhood and other suburban and rural areas of Georgia. Half of the program's 650 participants are slated to receive an upfront lump sum payment of $4,300 and then $700 per month for 23 months. The other half will receive $850 per month payments for 24 months. Former Stockton mayor and guaranteed income pioneer Michael Tubbs, he shares exactly how their guaranteed income program has helped people in their community.
So partnering with the Economic Security Project, we decided to pilot SEED in 2018, identifying families who were at or below, lived in neighborhoods at or below the city's median income to get $500 a month.
At all levels of government, we're really seeing this push towards codifying an income floor as part of the new social safety net.
And we have families from throughout the city of Stockton, folks who are working, folks who aren't working, very ethnically diverse, who are showing what happens when this idea of a basic income or a guaranteed income is actually tested in the real world and not just something we talk about.
You're getting this money and you do whatever it is you do with it. It's your money, that's your choice.
What's interesting about something like an income floor for everyone is that folks will put the money back in the economy. Businesses will hire more people, folks will be able to provide for their basic needs, and the dollars will recycle in community.
You can go to the movies, you can go eat. It just depends on the same ways. If you're working, how you budget your money.
It's really about forcing Americans and forcing the country to grapple with why do we have these stereotypes about poverty and how do we deconstruct them.
You can't pull yourself up by your bootstraps if you don't have boots, if you can't afford boots, and there's no floor.
If we're both the same weight, we're both healthy, and we're about to run a race, and we have on the same shoes, and we have the same opportunity to run this race, we started off equally.
Their guaranteed income program in Stockton is the first one that I found on the list, and it's amazing to see their results so far. In the first year of their program, guaranteed income reduced income volatility, or the month-to-month income fluctuations that households face. Unconditional cash enabled residents to find full-time employment. Recipients of guaranteed income were healthier, showing less depression and anxiety and enhanced well-being. The guaranteed income alleviated financial scarcity, creating new opportunities for self-determination, choice, goal setting, and risk-taking. With more states and more cities that are following, the data is definitely going to come in strong for guaranteed income. So let's just hope Congress sees it and finally realizes how we could do this on a federal scale for the whole country. Now, if you guys want to know more about guaranteed income programs in your area, definitely check out the website mayorsforagi.org. I'll also leave a link for it down in the description of this video. There you'll find a map listing out all the programs across the US. Just search for your area there. So again, that's mayorsforagi.org. But again, I'll leave a link for you guys in the description down below. And let me know what you guys find. Drop me a quick comment down below. I'm also sharing a great resource with you guys later where you can find all of your unclaimed assistance like food stamps, healthcare, and federal financial aid for college.
Alright guys, this is all I have for you in this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really missed you. Hopefully I'll see you here again very, very soon. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on everything we talked about here in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you all. Please hit the like button on the video, share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that notifications bell to be notified that whenever I publish new videos for you. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.